Today's March 29th, and I thought I would do a little early spring update. Shut up, rooster. The Fatsia, everything is covered in pollen, by the way, right now. It's that beautiful yellow dust everywhere. Putting out new growth, and even though this flopped over, it's still full of berries. I think the seeds are little things in the berries. The hellebores are all still flowering. This arum, I think it's an arum or an asarum, made it through the winter just fine. The Sertomiums are putting out new fronds. Hellebore foetidus is looking wonderful. Most of my aspidistras did really well. Some of these were kind of marginal according to the label, but they did well. The mule palm was covered up with a bivy sack and had some Christmas lights, and it is looking gorgeous. We got some damage here, but no big deal. Adiantum ferns have not woke up yet. This little Trachycarpus back here looking good, and this is a Leposaurus fern. It got torched, but I think it's okay. It's not putting up new fronds yet. Sable minor and Trachycarpus, don't even know that it got cold. That's the only Polysticum unitum that I got. I brought with me from the West Coast, and it's not throwing any new fronds yet that I can see. I think this is a honeysuckle, if I recall correctly. Farfugium is waking up. Epimedium is looking rad. Those are good sized leaves. This little bitty palmetto, I pulled this up from a parking lot in town in Fayetteville, and it looks like it doesn't even know that winter happened, which is surprising. It's got a little heel down here. Being a transplant and being that I just put it in the ground last year, I think it did really well. It's covered in this white dusty mold stuff. I've hit it with copper fungicide a couple times. Doesn't seem to have touched it though. This trachea is flawless. This needle spear pulled. I'm hoping it pulls through. I've had them do that in the past, although they've not lost all their old leaves. That one is in bad health to begin with. And then that Sable minor lost a bunch of the old leaves. This Butea is toast. Agave Perrii is toast. This Butea is toast. It maybe could regrow a spear, but it lost a lot of volume, so I don't know about that. Waiting on the cycads to push new fronds. I think it has to get pretty warm. That dadgummit, it's not a Nolina. I can't think of the name right now. Daisylirion. It's getting chunky. Did fine over the winter. That Camarops is toast. Anyway, that's all kind of the boring stuff. I started cleaning up these beds a little bit. You can see some of the damage on the Serenoa. A couple of them spear pulled. Most of the trunks are fine. I planted my Alpinias. I moved around my Xanthodias. This shade makes it kind of hard to film. Queen palm looks good. I chopped off the sections of the fronds that weren't unprotected and took damage. I planted my couple Colocasias. That's an Alocasia. That of course is the Insete. I overwintered that inside. Moving back here, that Farfugium, those are all brand new leaves. Let's see, all of the Camidorias took damage. This Microspadix, being very close up against the house, probably did the best. Both of the center spears have some damage, but I'm hoping they'll pull through. Polysticum polybla something, I forgot the name. Yeah, there's the, I think that was a Radicalis Microspadix hybrid, if I recall. I think that one was a straight Radicalis. Pretty beat up, but I think they'll recover. Same deal with this one. Ooh, actually that looks really bad. That may not be okay. All of the Cordyline australis took a hit. That's the supposedly hardier green form of Pteris cretica. And all the aerial stuff died, and it's pushing new fronds. What else? Caryota cluster was protected but not heated, with no supplemental heat. And there was some green when I unboxed it, but I think it's all toast. And then Lidocarium honii, they both got, I think, nuked. That's not, oh yep, it's spear pollen. Okay. Then Arenga and Glary also is toast. That was an Arenga and Glary. Even the green form of Cordyline, I think that's probably toast. It'll probably regrow from the roots. And then Clematis armandii. That's a nice thing. It smells good. What else do we got? I moved everything outside. Still got Dillon's palms. Budiagris from Mule Palms in Mississippi. Let me get over into the other side of the sunshine. That was indoors and looking good. And what sable was that? That was a Riverside, I think. And it looks flawless. And that's mostly it. I gotta show you the most beautiful cycad that I have. I think it's really pretty like that. It'll look better when it's all green, but that looks pretty cool too. It's like some kind of a floral arrangement you'd see inside. Still got a little bit of green, so that's pretty rad. And I think that's about it. I've been waiting on my bananas. They're not pushing any new growth. This was boxed up, and everything here was still green when I unboxed it. And now it's just like slowly dying more and more. I think was that a Riverside, or was that, I'd have to look at past videos. That's why I make these videos. Loquat's pushing new growth. What was the other? Sable Oregon. That was a Sable Oregon, that's right. And then here's the other Riverside. That's it.